so the first thing we want to do is start removing some of these panels so that we can remove the bumper. We're going to need to remove this panel right here, this panel up here, and this panel up here first. To be able to remove this panel, you just take this right here and it just unscrews out of there. Now, if it's your first time ever taking it off, it may feel like it doesn't want to move. You may have to get pliers, put on there, and just squeeze on here and turn it. That's how it was for me the first time I took this off, when I had to change the air filter that's back there, and I have a YouTube out there for that too as well. So if you need to know how to do that, go ahead and hit subscribe and check out some of my other YouTubes working on my Tesla. But for future, I end up putting some NTCs on here to help out. So that's one side off. Go ahead and get the other side. Then at that point, you can just take it and lift it up and out of there. And with those off, you can easily pop this out from the front. You can just stick something soft, some plastic, soft and stiff, but plastic in here just to get behind there and just pop it off. Or sometimes you can just get in there with your fingers. But now that you have this off, you can easily just push from the back to pop that on out. And the reason why you want to go ahead and pop this off now at this point is because you have these two sensors up front, and you want to disconnect those. And I'll take the sensors out later because there's little nubs on each side of these that allow for the bracket to be able to hold them in. And if you're not careful, you can break those little nubs off. So then your sensor doesn't really lay flat. So just go ahead and push this down over here and pull these off. All right, so now that we have that off, before we remove these two 10mm bolts, we want to get underneath. There's some push pins underneath. We want to pop those out. And then once we have all those out, we can remove the screw that's on this side and the screw on that side. Then we'll remove these two and we can just pop her on off. All right, so I put down a tarp because I'm going to need to get underneath to get the push pins out of there. And I have this handy little tool for that. So I suggest you have one of these as well. There are several, I can't recall how many there are. All right, now that you have the push pins out from the bottom, now we can go take the screws out. There's one on each side that helps keep this pressed up against the fender. And it's right here. So you just take your screwdriver and you go here and you just back the screw out from this angle. Remember, it's going this way into the screw, into the fender. One on each side. And once you have those out, that tail just pops out like that. All right. Now, as you have those, now we're going to take a 10mm and take those two screws out, bolts out. All right. Once we take these out, you want to be careful. You want to remove this side first, the driver's side, and then swing it this way, not taking it away from, pulling it far away, but swing that side, the driver's side first, because the wire loom ends that way, but it runs routes here goes through here and then goes into the car. So you don't want to pull this in the way. So we're going to pull that side away first, disconnect everything from there leading up over here, and then we can remove the fender. And now that we have everything disconnected, we should be able to just take it out from over here and swing it out. All right, so I've been in here many times before, so my wire loom isn't all nice and connected up and all pretty like yours is. It's the first time you're doing it, so disregard that. But at this point, now that you have it out, you want to start disconnecting all the sensors. And this one over here is for the vents that open up automatically when needed. And here is the back side. Yeah, so if you guys like, hit the like button and definitely hit that subscribe button as well.